Coming up next, the Pacers taking on the Suns. For the Pacers, they come in having only lost one of the past 8 games. This obviously is a tough team to beat. Suns, Pacers. Tip-off coming right up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We take a look at the Suns. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And right now for Phoenix, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting. But it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. T.J. McConnell is out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Rice in at the 5 spot. And for the Suns, Royce O'Neal is out there with Williams. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Shots good by Rice.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Here's Williams. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Well, this is Mark Williams' comfort zone. Foul line and down. Excellent job capitalizing.
Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Rice. Over O'Neal. Rice, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And stolen by Siakam. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Shots good by Rice. Rice has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
Outside Williams. Back to Booker. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Endorse Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint as the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
Here's Siakam. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Great open look there.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Williams kicks to Brooks. Pass to Williams. Brooks outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Rice. 5 points in the game. And here's McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Good on the 3-point shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Siakam. 23 points his last outing. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, an immediate response from Pascal. How about that three?
Brooks, the pass to Green. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Pass to Rice. Here's Mathurin. He's guarded by Williams. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Suns trail by 12 and stolen by Siakam. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Pacers leading by 10. Siakam outside. Back to McConnell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam outside. Launches it. Brooks grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Green. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by McConnell. Here's Rice. Over Williams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Suns trail by 10. Booker looking around. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Pass to Neesmith. Siakam outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league. Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
No good on the free throw.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys, and it has been something else to watch that growth. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jarris Walker comes in for Aaron Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Gillespie. Booker outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside and does just that.
Siakam outside. Connects from three-point range. Siakam's got 10 points.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pass to Gillespie. And here's Booker from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Pacers leading by 7. Nembhard the pass to Mathurin. Here's Rice. Wide open look, and he nails the jumper. Rice has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Down low, and Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, Nemhard. Nothing on the board. Pass to Siakam. Overdone. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of that Pacers. Some changes for Phoenix. Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And Brooks subbed in for Goodwin. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Bradley. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Walker. And it's TJ McConnell in for Shepard. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Booker the pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie over McConnell. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Nemhard's shot is good.
Great execution there. Pascal with a pretty pass.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. For the 3, Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
Well, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Williams. Inside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Rice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Nesmith. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Out to the wing. Nemhard finds Siakam. 5 on the clock. For 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 5-point Indiana lead.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jalen Green's checked in for the Suns. And Indiana with the change here, too. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. It's stolen by Mathurin. Rice passes to Siakam. Makes it off the glass. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Siakam up top. Got it. Good job in the low post. Siakam's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And here is Green. He has 6. O'Neal outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose and stolen by McConnell. Left side, Mathurin. Here's Rice. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, O'Neal. Back to Booker. Tipped away. Over McConnell. Booker, good.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
Pass to Siakam. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game.
And guys, they can.
Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's Indiana heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, you don't want to give away the game. That's what they're doing with all of these turnovers, Shaq.
Yep, Butterfingers.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at Phoenix, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Indiana leading by 7. On the court for Indiana. Neesmith on the wing. He's paired with Mathurin. Bulldozer is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's McConnell in at the point. And a wide open look for Siakam. From outside, off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. No good from Booker.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it. But what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. Oh, Booker from way outside.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Siakam outside. Back to McConnell. Mathurin passes to Rice. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brooks, the pass to Williams, and the shot is good. 12 points for him.
You have got to push Mark Williams further out. If you give him that interior space, he's going to make shots.
Siakam a screen on Brooks. And it's Mathurin missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
With 3, Booker, and it's Rice with the rebound. Rice has got 8 rebounds in this game. Mathurin passes to Rice. To the inside. Takes it out to Siakam. Second chance shot. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Back to Booker. Green taking his time here. Offline with his 3. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam passes to Rice. And stolen by Williams. An even 3-on-3 break. Green left side. Shot's good by Williams.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Spurs. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
I think for Indiana, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Siakam passes to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rice. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 6th assist on the night. Suns trail by 5. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
And how about we check the numbers for him?
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by McConnell. From 10 feet out, another one falls for Phoenix.
You talk about a guy who's exceeded expectations coming in. Booker looks like the real deal.
Outside Mathurin. Here's Rice. Rice a three. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Brooks outside. Back to Booker. Booker taking the hit.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plates. Siakam outside. They set the pick. Baseline try. And again, it's Indiana.
Oh, Siakam getting to that mid-range. Sometimes that's what the defense is willing to concede.
O'Neal a screen on McConnell. Booker against McConnell. And Devin Booker again. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half. McConnell passes to Mathurin. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, Benedict Mathurin, that's a nice setup for his teammate. This isn't something he's known for.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away.
Teams will make substitutions. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
And Allie, thanks so much. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Here's the screen. Off target from three-point range. The Suns trailing. Dunn is out there with Goodwin. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Booker. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Rice. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Gillespie. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Booker. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Boy, Mark Williams really imposing his will right now. He has given this defense all kinds of issues.
There's Siakam. Inside, poke loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Rice. He's guarded by Williams. Rice kicks to Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Williams a screen on Walker. Goodwin, good. And the Suns lead by 5.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Walker with the screen for Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Here's Goodwin. Bangs home the trifecta. Goodwin's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. Pacers trail by 8. Outside Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Neesmith, the pass to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Siakam's shot is off.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Brooks down low. Defended by Mathurin. Cleared away by Mathurin. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 11. Siakam, count it, nails it from 14.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Phoenix.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Booker against McConnell, and it's good.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
Pacers trail by 11. Siakam, nice use of the glass on the finish.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Bucket!
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Now, Siakam. From 19, that one goes.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Phoenix leading by 9. Booker outside. He's off from 3. Mathurin against Green. Now McConnell. Now Siakam. Good on the basket.
Well, Siakam just staying strong inside, finds the finish through it.
The Suns shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's Green. Now Booker. With the teardrop. What balance by Booker right there.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
Now Siakam. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And an intentional foul right there. Booker against McConnell. Booker in the post. Oh, softly lays it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Rice. He's guarded by Williams. And he banks the layup in. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 8. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Mathurin. Oh, and wide open, nails the J. They've led by as many as 11 points. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
The first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
McConnell fires, and the three misses. So the Suns win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
A noble effort by UMP, picking up a double-double in a loss. How disappointing is putting together a performance like this and not coming away victorious?
I'm disappointed, Jennifer. Not for me, but for my teammates. I see them at practice, late nights on flights, away from their families. I know what this means for them and the sacrifices them and their loved ones make. The thing that the fans and the media have no idea about is always going to be how disappointing sacrifice is when it's not rewarded.
Understand, MP. Thank you.
I hope you do.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.